What up, bitches? It's the misanthropic one, aka He Who Hungers, and I'm back up in this bitch for another rant/review. Today, I want to talk about Tecxh N9ne's latest album titled The Storm. Y'all know I like my limited editions, special editions and shit. I went to FYE, got the FYE edition, and it comes with this strange music charm right here. You need to get a chain, little loose chain, and throw the charm on there, which I'll probably do sometime in the future. But yeah, I've talked about Tecxh N9ne before. Excuse me. Shout out to Tecxh N9ne once again. I'm forever in debt to you for putting me on your site for, I believe it was all 6s and 7s that I reviewed and you put on your site. But anyway, Kansas City MC is back with The Storm, and you know, a lot of people were looking forward to this album, sent me messages and shit. So let's jump into it. Here's the art right here. In front of it, you got Tecxh N9ne just standing in a thunderstorm or whatever. On the back, got your 20 tracks. You got a bonus disc for purposes of this video. And the fact that I don't want to ramble on and on and on, we're going to stick with the meat and potatoes of the album, which are the 20 tracks. Will stay within that realm. Alright? So you open it up. There's the CD there. Tecxh N9ne, The Storm. Let me go like this. There's the bonus disc there. Lightning storm over here. Little piece of the disc holder is broken, so I gotta hold it down. Give me a second. Alright, so here's the insert. Of course, you got the track listing and credits. Tecxh N9ne standing there in the rain. Same shit. There's tech, thank yous and credits and shit. Alright. So let's jump right into production on this bitch, which you should already know if you're a Tecxh N9ne fan. 7 is all over this shit. So that's automatic. So 7, we'll say that off the bat. You got N4. Alright. Like I said, 7's all on this bitch. I didn't look at this prior, so bear with me. N4 again. Denon Porter, aka Mr. Porter. You got the Pushers and Gianni Cash. Major 7. And let me see the bonus tracks. You got Burna, Mac Killer and J Mac Tracks, Jordan Omley and Michael Manny, Beatnik and K Salam. Those are on the bonus tracks, the last few that I mentioned. Who else? DJ Rec. And yeah, that's it. Okay, so let's jump into features. I'll get into the production later on in the album, the review. Features, you got Stevie Stone and JL, Logic, Joyner Lucas, Busy, Krizz Kaliko, which again you should expect. He's like 7. He's all over Tecxh N9ne albums, especially this one. Shout out to Krizz Kaliko. Problem, Darian Saffron, Kate Rose, Jonathan Davis of Korn. Shout out to Jonathan Davis. Big Scoop, Young Debbie D, Boys to Men, Adrian Truth, Gary Clark Jr., Marsha Ambrosius, Kiddo, AI, and yeah. Alright, I'll leave the bonus disc alone. So, shitload of features on here. Majority of them being Krizz Kaliko. And I'm gonna say this, much like I said with the Joe Budden review of Joe Budden's latest album, Raging the Machine, Joe Budden loves working with Imani, and it's obvious that Tech loves working with Krizz Kaliko, because Krizz Kaliko can lace those hooks. Not only that, he can rap as well. He can rap really dope, keep up with Tecxh N9ne as well. I'm gonna say the same thing that I said with the Joe Budden review, that y'all two should just make a group and come out with a group album. I think that would be a fucking phenomenal idea, because Krizz Kaliko could sing his fucking ass off as well as rap, so he could hold his own. And Tech, we already know his skill, okay? Pros and cons. Pros, it's Tecxh N9ne. Lyrically, he's dominant. King of the chopper flow, fast flow. If you're a fan of Twista, you should be a fan of this dude. Content-wise, he brings the content on here as well. He's not a sucker. Like he just doesn't rhyme for the sake of rhyming. He does, but he has songs where he talks about shit that's he's no stranger to that. Majority of it is dark, but he has songs like Sriracha, one of my fucking favorite tracks on there. That's track 3. Dope posse cut with Logic and Joyner Lucas, and those two MCs are two MCs that are sort of, I guess people would consider them part of the newer generation, and they jump on there and kill shit, especially my nigga Joyner Lucas. He comes on there, his verse, my God, and there's a reason why they call that track Sriracha. Let's just leave it at that, okay? What do I want to talk about? Love the way it starts out with Godspeed and Need Jesus. Great tracks. Those are great starters right there. Probably my favorite track on this album is I Get It Now, featuring Krizz Kaliko, because Tecxh N9ne has talked about this before on older albums, how his appearance, how people judge him because of his appearance, and they'll say, he's not an average. He says it on here. I know I don't look like an average black guy, and people try to criticize him and say, well, that's why he sells, because instead of paying attention to his lyrical dexterity and his content, much like I do, I don't care what the fuck he looks like. He would still be a dope MC if he dressed with hoodies and Timbs, but that's probably my favorite fucking track on there. Track 10, Starting to Turn, featuring Jonathan Davis. Shout out to my man Mike Sears. He was the one who actually amped me up. I'm already a big Tecxh N9ne fan as it is, but my man Mike Sears is a big fan of Korn, and he said that he was so looking forward to that track, and he talked it up for me. And I love rap rock hybrid type songs, and that song is fucking genius. He's no stranger to this. He even says that on I forget what song later. He talks about how he's done songs with Slipknot, Deftones, Chino from Deftones, and he's no stranger to that. Also using the Door sample and shit. So I like the fact that he's not afraid to jump into rock and use his rock influences to come and make music with him. All right. Buddha. Obviously, like the track implies, it's about weed, but the thing I love about this the most is the fact that he got fucking Boys to Men to come and get on a track with him about that subject. I would have never assume that Boyz II Men would want to sing about weed because they're more like of R&B, like singing about women and shit like that. But to get them out of their element to do a song like that, fucking great. Love the Needle, great track. But let me stop there. I could go on and on about some of these tracks, okay? Production on here is great. It serves Tech. He knows what his fans are looking for, what suits him. Especially, again, he works with Seven very closely. Okay. So he always produces majority of his fucking albums, like I said. Cons, the only con I have is that there's a lot of fucking features on here. Y'all know how I feel about that. This album, I would give it, I would say easy 7 to 8, easy. It's definitely growing on me. I've listened to it 1.5 times. I want to, fully enjoy it again. But yeah, it's coming to the end of the year. It might appear on my list. Just look out for that, all right? But yeah, y'all know the deal. Leave your love, leave your hate. Most of us subscribe, support dope shit. And that's it. Peace, bitches.